Greetings, fellow Obsidizens of the vast Obsidian community. Welcome to another video in the Obsidian for Noobs video series, featuring tutorials, tips, and tools for new users of the Obsidian personal knowledge management software. Complexity is the enemy of execution. Tony Robbins made this observation as part of a seminar in which he discussed the reasons why people procrastinate or otherwise fail to begin or finish an undertaking. He noted that if a problem or project appears overly complex, most people will avoid it, feeling overwhelmed by its daunting complexity. As a new or beginning user of Obsidian, I'm certain that you have come across repeated references to Obsidian's steep learning curve. I know I did when I started out with Obsidian. In fact, the first time I tried Obsidian, I soon abandoned it precisely because of its steep learning curve. I know that it takes an investment of time and effort in order to learn how to use any excellent multi-featured software. But my attitude at that time was, I want to devote my time to the projects I intend to develop, not to learning the software I will use to develop those projects. When I finally returned to Obsidian after trying and rejecting other note-taking apps, I resolved to flatten the Obsidian learning curve by reducing the app to its most fundamental components. I could address them individually, logically, and systematically, rather than trying to tackle the app in its entirety. That strategy proved highly successful. So much so that what at first seemed a frightening and mind-boggling task ended up being a fascinating and fun experience. In fact, it was precisely that experience that inspired me to write the book Obsidian for Noobs and to create this YouTube channel. The simple truth is this: if you can achieve a reasonable level of competence with Obsidian's most fundamental features, then the learning curve flattens considerably. So, what exactly are Obsidian's most fundamental components? And how can this knowledge help flatten its learning curve? Despite its complexity and wide-ranging adaptability, Obsidian is, at its core, a surprisingly economical environment comprised of 6 basic components divided into 3 categories, as shown on screen. Documents, involving notes and canvases. The storage system, involving vaults and folders. And features, involving markdown and links. This realization alone greatly reduced my anxiety over Obsidian's learning curve. Having only 6 things to learn seemed easily doable. And it really is doable. Yes, there's a great deal more to Obsidian, but it turns out that mastering these 6 simple concepts is enough to enable you to use Obsidian effectively and to do amazing things with it. And as an added bonus, once you've learned the basics, those other things come surprisingly easy. Let me briefly explain each of these 6 components in order to give you an overview of what Obsidian is and how it works. First, Obsidian's documents. The 2 basic document types used in Obsidian are notes and canvases. This is an example of a note in Obsidian. The note is the most fundamental component of Obsidian and is the heart of any Obsidian project. All of Obsidian's other components and features are there to serve its notes. A note, as the name implies, is a document in which you can type text, somewhat like a simplified version of a document in a word processing software. Other things can be placed in a note in addition to text. For example, PDF files, image files, audio files, video files. But fundamentally, it is typically used as a text document. The other type of document used in Obsidian are canvases. A canvas is, technically speaking, not so much a document, but rather an infinite workspace, horizontally and vertically infinite, in which you can place notes, cards, PDF documents, videos, web pages, audio files. In essence, canvases are versatile catch-alls that can hold many different things all at once. Canvases are often used for, among other things, mind maps, timelines, flowcharts, and research gathering spaces. The second category of Obsidian's basic features is its storage system. The Obsidian storage system uses vaults and folders. You will often hear people say, a vault is just a folder on your computer. But that is a gross understatement. It's like saying that Microsoft Windows is just a folder on your computer. Yes, Obsidian's vault does exist as a folder on your PC, but it is much more than merely a folder. An Obsidian vault is the environment in which an entire individual Obsidian project is created and resides. It is a folder in the sense that it contains all the files and folders that collectively make up a particular Obsidian project. But the vault is also the project itself, the collection of notes, canvases, PDFs, and media files that comprise the project. You can have as many vaults as you desire, each designed for a unique purpose. Obsidian uses folders to store the documents and files that comprise a vault, in much the same way that PCs use folders. A folder in Obsidian can contain notes, canvases, media files, or other folders. Every Obsidian Vault provides a familiar File Explorer structure, similar to the Windows File Explorer, that allows you to manage a project's documents and folders. This File Explorer structure is called the Navigation Panel, or sometimes the Files Panel. This is an example of an Obsidian user interface for an Obsidian Vault. On the left side, you can see the File Navigation Panel. The folders are Assets, Folder 1, Folder 2, and Folder 3. Contained within Folder 1 are 3 notes, and contained within Folder 3 are 4 notes. By the way, if you're wondering how to get your folder names colored and have the little icons next to them, check out my YouTube video on enhancing the folders in your nav panel. So, to summarize Obsidian's storage system, each Obsidian project is considered a vault. Everything in the project resides in a folder on your hard drive. A vault can contain media files and folders, notes, and canvases. Folders can contain other folders, notes, canvases, and media files. Notes can contain text and media files. Canvases contain cards, and on those cards you can have notes, media files, or text. Moving on now to the third category of Obsidian's basic components, we have the category of Obsidian's features, which includes Markdown and links. Obsidian's incredible power and versatility derive from its use of Markdown language and its employment of bidirectional links. First, let's talk about Markdown. Obsidian differs from typical word processing software in that it uses Markdown language to format the elements of its text documents. Whereas Microsoft Word, for example, uses commands in a menu to format text as, say, bold or italics, Markdown language uses a variety of notations placed in line with the text to format targeted words or phrases. For example, bold text is formatted by surrounding the text with double asterisks. Italic text is formatted with single asterisks. Of course, there are many more Markdown formatting possibilities, but this gives you an idea of what Markdown entails. Markdown might seem tedious at first, but it affords the user a great deal of personal control and flexibility. Markdown is also portable. Markdown documents can be opened in virtually any text processing application, since they do not depend upon a proprietary file format. Markdown is platform independent. Markdown formatted text can be used on devices running virtually any operating system. And Markdown is future-proof, in the sense that there's no concern that your document will be unreadable in the future due to the unavailability of some specialized software needed to render that software's proprietary file format. Moving on now to the final feature of Obsidian's 6 basic features, we will discuss links. Arguably, Obsidian's greatest power comes from its utilization and handling of links, a system that allows users to organize their information in a 3D-like nonlinear manner. Notes, sections of notes, and canvases can be easily linked internally to one another. Obsidian also allows for linking to external files and websites. A particular value is Obsidian's utilization of backlinks, providing a linking system that is bidirectional. Whereas a link, also referred to as a forward link, provides a connection from a source document to a target document, a backlink, as the name suggests, links back from the target document to the source document. Obsidian's linking system affords a wonderful method to link information in useful ways and also provides for easy navigation within your Vault project. Let me demonstrate this linking system with an example. In addition to writing books like Obsidian for Noobs, I also write fictional works. In order to assist me in creating my novels, I constructed an Obsidian Vault to serve as a writer's workshop. Among its many features are character profile sheets, notes based upon a template which serve as records of the important characteristics of my various story characters. Let's use this scene from the first Harry Potter book as an example. You can see in the scene references made to Harry Potter. His name is purple in color because I've linked him to his character profile sheet. The way this would be beneficial to a writer is as follows. Let's imagine that I've just finished writing this paragraph, and in the next paragraph I want to make reference to Harry Potter's infamous scar. But I've forgotten what the scar looks like and where it is on his body. I can click his name to link to his character profile sheet and consult that for the information I've forgotten. I can see down here that he has a lightning bolt-shaped scar on his forehead. Once I've refreshed my memory on this important point, I can click the backlink in the right-hand column, and it will take me directly back to the paragraph I was writing. That's the power of links and backlinks. I can link from a source document to a target document, access the information I need, and then backlink right back to the document I was working on previously. So there you have it. These are the 6 basic components of Obsidian. Master these, and you can do pretty much anything you want to with Obsidian. Don't worry about callouts and tags and graph view. You can learn those later. Focus on these 6 fundamental ideas, and you can do wonderful things with Obsidian. This concludes my discussion of Obsidian's 6 fundamental components. I truly hope this video will help to at least somewhat flatten the Obsidian learning curve for you and alleviate any anxiety or reservations you might have about learning and using Obsidian. Okay, fellow Obsidizens, that's all I have for now. I'll see you in the next video. Happy note-taking.